Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about somebody that's in the news, and it is because of a recommendation from somebody in my Patreon group that I asked for them, as part of being part of my Patreon, for recommendations for what you want me to do YouTube videos on. And it was Hannah. Hannah asked that I would look at the chart of Spencer Pratt, who is running for mayor of Los Angeles. Hannah probably lives in California, so she wants to know. But looking at this, we actually have his birth time. Do you know how important and hard this is to get birth times with people? Well, we got it. So Spencer Pratt, he is a reality show actor, and he's not a politician. So I don't know about you, but when somebody's not a politician, I tend to like them a little better because they're not so corrupted with everything yet. But no, Spencer Pratt, he's a citizen of Los Angeles, and his house burnt down in the Palisades fire. So it's been over a year and his house has not been rebuilt. So he's angry. He wants to do something about it. So I thought, let's look at his chart and see if he has a chance. And because we have his birth time, it makes it a lot easier. And I found some really interesting things about his chart that I think is going to be very telling on what's to come. Because really what's happening in the world these days is a lot of secrets are coming out, a lot of the corruption's being uncovered, and that's exactly what Spencer Pratt is going to do, whether he gets the election or not. What comes of this is so amazingly telling. So let's get his chart up here. And thank you for recommending this, Hannah. So looking at Spencer Pratt, he has a Sagittarius ascendant. And if you know anything about the sign Sagittarius, it is a sign of truth-telling. And it is a sign that is really extreme with wanting to promote justice. Make things right, make things fair, make things just. This is Sagittarius for you. That's his ascendant. And his ascendant even sits in the nakshatra, Purva Ashadha, which is the most truth-finding nakshatra. So he's on a mission. Let me put it this way, just by knowing his ascendant. Now he has kind of a difficult chart. I'm gonna say it. His Sun and his Mars sit in his 8th house in Cancer. And this can mean some deep anger issues. And I want you to know these anger issues are probably in relationship to his father, because the Sun is the father. And the Sun is also, if you want to put it vastly, it can deal with leadership or authority figures, okay? It's in his 8th house with Mars, debilitated. And I didn't look at his past in his family, but I guarantee you it wasn't easy. Because I'll tell you this, most people with the debilitated Mars, they have issues with their family. Why? Mars is the planet of war, and Cancer is the sign of family. You put Mars in Cancer, debilitated, there's usually a split up in problems early with the family. Not always, but usually. And the other aspect of this is that they're in the 8th house, and this can deal with deep-seated corruption and problems and psychological stuff that needs to be worked on. So he doesn't have an easy chart. But he has a mission. And here is what's so interesting. When Jupiter goes into the sign of Cancer, It's going to go into his 8th house, which is the house of corruption, digging things up, research, analysis. I'm telling you, he's going to dive deep into researching things, but I'll tell you something else. He is not dealing with very nice people. They may have a smile on their face, but let me tell you, they are going to dig up anything on him that would make him look in a bad light. Because they're going to want to literally destroy him because he is bringing up the facts about them. Do you get my drift here? They're going to fight back unrelentlessly. This is a fight that will probably be in the news for a while. Because if there's any indiscretion in his life, it's coming out. These people are not only going to bring it out, but they're going to elaborate and make it worse than it is. That's the problem with politics. It's such dirty business. Anything in your past, and even things that are not of your past, are lied about or brought out to destroy you so that they can win. This is what he's going to be going through because, well, the primaries are on June 2nd. And this determines who the two are going to be running against each other. Now he has a really good chance because Jupiter will be in early Cancer, approaching his Mars and about to aspect his natal Jupiter. But they're in the 12th and the 8th house. Now from the moon, it is actually, and it's much better from the moon, Jupiter's going to the 10th house from the moon. And that is where his Sun and Mars are, in the 10th house. So from the moon, his chart looks tons better. But you have to know this is his chart with these planets from the ascendant in the 8th house. He might have some things that he doesn't want the whole universe to know about. But it will be uncovered. But here's another thing. He's going to dig deep and he's going to do his homework. This will be a fight that we'll never forget. Looking at his chart, his planets in Cancer. Now, thinking about June 2nd, he has a really good chance if he makes it. See, I don't have the charts of the contenders yet. So if their charts are really good, then they could outdo him. But looking at his chart, yes, he's got a really, really good chance to be one of the two that are running for mayor of LA. Now, so I want to pull up where the transiting planets are on the day of the elections, which are actually, I believe it is November 3rd. I'm pretty certain that's the day, that's the Tuesday. I know it's the first Tuesday in November. And what I did find at this point in time is that Jupiter, the whole time he's running, it's going to be in his 10th house from the moon, right before the elections. Jupiter will be on his Sun, which would give him the win. Absolutely give him the win. But, and Mars is going to be there too. Debilitated Mars transiting is going to be on his Sun, and transiting Jupiter will be on his Sun. That would give him the win. But on the day of the elections, November 3rd, Jupiter dropped into Leo. It changes things quite abruptly, and here's what I think. Around this time, there's going to be Mercury and Venus will both be retrograde. I don't think we're going to know the answer on this day. Or there will just be, here's what I do see. There'll be a turn of events that will be surprising to everyone at the last minute. Maybe it looks like he's going to win all the way to the very last second. Something changes. But with Jupiter and K2 being in Leo, and I believe on the day of the elections, yes, the moon will be there too. They will be in his 9th house, which is the house of truth. And it is the house of luck and fortune and of the law. So Jupiter, moon, K2 in this house will mean that he's coming out with the truth. And this is what could get him in. And furthermore, if we look from the moon, these are in the 2nd house. What's going to happen is he is going to be supported by some very powerful people. But at the same time, there are going to be some people that maybe he can't trust. There are so many people that have a stake in this that are helping, and the opposing party that's debilitating this. This is the craziest combination I've ever seen, because right days before it looks like he's got it, and then the day of something shifts. You know, we even have to be careful these days of people wanting to murder people over stuff like this. Now, this probably won't be the case, but I mean, we have to be careful of that kind of thing in today's age, is all I'm saying. It's crazy how this world has become so violent over politics. But you know what's really at stake at this? I think you know. The corruption's being uncovered on a lot of people, and they don't like it. And they're going to destroy their enemy. And I think Spencer's going to think twice about running for any political spot again. But he's got a mission. He wants justice. He wants his house back. He wants the truth to be known. People that are not doing things right. So, with Jupiter being in his 9th house, this could actually give him an edge. Because being in the 8th house is digging up. He's doing so much research on digging up the truth about people in politics. He is almost like a vigilante for good in the world. I don't mean in terms of, you know, anything dangerous, but he wants more than anything for the truth to come out. And he is good at it. And this is a tough time for him, I gotta say. And he's got a lot going for him. He's got Saturn exalted in Libra. The problem with that exalted Saturn is it's with the moon. And he's been through a lot of depression, a lot of heaviness. I mean, the guy lost his home and he's living in a trailer because of this. He's got a right to be angry and he's got a right to fight. But politics, if he can uncover what's behind all the dirty, nasty lies, then he might be in danger, come to think of it, you know? But looking at his chart, I say if he's running after June 2nd, he's going to uncover all of the corruption, and it's deep. They're going to uncover anything that they can to make his life miserable and want to back down. And if he gets in, and this is, if I had the charts of the other people, I could say yes or no. But if he gets in, he will make a difference. He will be driven, he will change things, and his life will change as well. And with Jupiter once Jupiter goes into Virgo, which is in 2028 and stays there, this guy is going to definitely make a huge mark in this world. Something big will happen. And actually, this is the beginning of him making a mark in this world. You're going to see some insane things start to be uncovered and revealed. And good for him to bring the stuff out that needs to be seen that we had no idea of. Yes, you were going to see a lot come out of this. So I will keep you posted. We will look back at his chart, and especially if I get any of the charts of the other. Once the primary's decided, I will do another video looking at both people's charts, and we will know the answer. All right, with that, I think I'll close. Remember, if you want to learn more about me, go to my website, galacticcenter.org. There you can sign up for my free newsletter, as well as you can get into my Patreon group. We talk about all this stuff all the time in Patreon, every week, getting answers. Plus, don't forget my Galactic Planner. My planner is the best astrological tool out there. Go to galacticplanner.com, try it out. It's going to be in the App Store this month of June, and this is the best planner. Now, last but not least, if you want to learn Vedic astrology, you can become my student. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.